The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. This is taken at his 4. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let's go, D.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Don't be scared of it. Wait for the head. Wait for the head.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yellow, yellow.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
First down, Chiefs.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Broncos 0. Greg Zuerlein set to kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, zoom.
Throwing again. Brady. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
58 to Mike. 58.
Check it, reload. Hey, check it.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Out.
Go Bandit.
Brady going to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Buzz.
Check 26. Motion. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Orville.
58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And got a man. It's Woods. And he goes out right around the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check it.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got him.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Shadow! Hey, Alpha! Shadow!
From the 36, Brady. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Alabama.
On second down, it's Miller. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 21.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Perine. He will push his way down to about the 14. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, alert 3. Regular.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Nick Foles, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for KC, 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Grant, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yellow.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back running plays putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? From the gun, it's Mahomes. Brought in over the middle by Grant. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the slant.
Let's get it. Let's go. Far side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jakeem Grant as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Brady. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time, Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
We haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 52's the mic.
Go on. No, 66.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey,
Alpha.
51's a Mike, 51.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Pollard again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Yellow. I'm going to lady.
Check 99, check 99.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Right hand.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going. That's caught inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on third.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
54, Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Regular. I'm coming.
Hey, Haywood.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 58.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike by two. Hey, come on now. Little Mike, 52, alert!
Brady going to go on fourth down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Let's go, Woo, Eddie.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
You think you gonna get this? 56 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down.
Stop your whining.
72. Shoot. Easy. Ozzy.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Crunch. Joker.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Almost 2 yards. It's 4th down.
51's the mic. Gold 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, exit. 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm going to learn.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now it's Miller running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll He'll slide down to avoid the contact. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.